to determine who truly stands on top of the rest. Let's kick things off, ladies and gentlemen.
Let's begin. First, it's going to be a purple start for Amal. Same goes for Uni. They're going to be on mirrored sides of the map, but end up on opposite lanes. Usually they started on the same side, but they have different priorities this time round. Looks like the gold lane is right on top, so it's going to be Uni headed towards Ruff's lane. The Homeboys, Amal, he's going to be making his way down towards Zeno.
See the Wooden's Blessing bringing Izanami to the top lane, but Ruff reads that instantly.
Look at the rotation. Izanami trying to go on Ruff. He flickers away. Now Nova, Kobar, and Roundel are here. And Izanami is in trouble. He may have to flicker out. Yes, he does.
Nice. At least they trade one for one in terms of flickers. The only issue with it is that it's still not going to get back Ruff's EXP and gold. He's still level 1.
Yeah, it's already losing out, so they're trying to bail him out of it. With Nova being around, Ruff charges up his energy meter and then just hot shoves the wave, right? He can opt for recall if he wants to. If not, he can start moving together with Nova and Uni.
Decides to go for warrior boots this time. Wants to make sure he minimizes damage.
Izanami is really moving on the map right now. Going for Zeno, forces the flicker out, Tempest the blades. Amal really wants this one. Vel secures the first blood.
Really good rotation here. Even opts to sacrifice the wave just to make it happen.
You break this Badang into pieces and you start putting pressure. Bot, Amal gets to collect all the gold. Here comes a backup. Yeah, he gets away.
I was wondering if I saw that. Yeah, Izanami went for Swift Boots. That's why he's so fast.
The Super Prince Nitro 3000.
Vel has the flicker out. All right.
All right, the Nitro 3000 is working out, right? Because now that means that Ivan has been able to actually gather 2 waves worth of EXP. And Izanami, honestly, he just needs a little bit of that bottom wave to hit level 4. Here, everybody, level 4, perfectly on time.
Oh, it's going to be a pretty even turtle fight here.
Amal is just going to go for his purple buff first before he joins the team. Roundel scattering some intel, but I think Homeboy can stall this out first.
Ideally. Ivan! That was a messed up flicker right there. Feathered Airstrike comes out. Uni will secure the turtle, even though Amal came in. Dark Wave knocks up Zeno. Fist Crack in return on Vel. Right into the Beast Bomb. Vel eats it.
Alright, Vel didn't have to die for you, Ivan, but it is what it is. Monster Vicious gets the turtle, and now they're gonna start searching for Amal, which Izanami will try and protect. Now QT in the mid lane, quadrant 2.
Keeping.
Slam pulls Nova back. Revitalize keeps him topped up. Uni is here. Tempest of Blades gonna be committed as well. Wow, Uni explodes to the Feathered Airstrike. Ivan's alive to flicker forward. Sets up on Roundel. Well played.
Magic Worship coming through. Huge. Sorry, Lethal Ignition coming out huge for Izanami. Oh, Ruff.
He's so
fast. Traction Pulse doesn't even stop them. Ruff is stuck between a rock and a hard place. The rock is called MelQT and the hard place is Izanami.
And they're willing to commit MelQT's flicker just for that kill too, to accelerate the game. And now Monster Vision suddenly finds themselves needing to react to Homeboy's movements, right? Some plating topside given over. Roundel.
Izanami is doing so much on the map right now. Feathered Airstrike drops Roundel to 20% again. He's gonna have to back it off after this wave.
And Izanami is everywhere. He is so fast. Heals back up. Purple buff coming online for Amal 2. He's gonna collect it in a bit. Monster Vicious down by almost 2,000.
It's a small lead, but we've seen how these leads eventually start rolling into big dough. First items are finally in. Hunter Strike completed by Uni. But we haven't seen much of him just yet, right? These fights haven't caused him to use his ult. He hasn't unleashed the beast. And now, Turtle coming back up in 12 more seconds while Ruff is just not being able to farm, right? Hasn't been able to really walk up against his opponents. There's just nothing to hit.
The turtle up. Second turtle up as well. Monster Vicious will be on it first. Ivan does have to flicker back up.
Well, we try it again. Lantern picks up Vel, drops him into the pit. He's still fine though. Izanami looking for a potential flank. Zeno should have probably spotted him there. Traction Pulse locked in Vel. 2-man title strike knockup. Feathered Airstrike cancelled though. Zeno finds the Barca. Slays Izanami. Amal looking for the backline. Targeting Ruff first. But the Beast Bomb does so much damage. Forces a flicker out from both Ivan and Vel. And Zeno is not letting him go. Finds him again. Ivan dashes away. Turtle secured by Uni. Monster Vicious finishes him off. Not allowing the Homeboys to escape. Will MelQT be able to punish Ruff? No, he jetpacks out of there.
Oh, Rondell doesn't have enough mana to lift MelQT back. Izanami first item, Genius 1. That is very different. I thought he would opt for the usual glowing.
Izanami drops a very early Feathered Airstrike, but will zone out MV.
As both teams, very long interaction, they don't really get much off of it. Happening on the opposite side of the map, at least Amal is not wasting any of his time, right? He is looking to scale as fast as possible, and the same can be said about Uni. However, Uni actually likes interacting with our opponent to abuse his early game damage. And even if he has to wait later into the game, I mean, sure, he can still have that one-shot potential, but it's just a very, very slow early game.
Uzi trying to slow down a little bit. That's kind of what we want to see, a bit of a breather for both sides. I think Nova and Zeno, especially Zeno on this Badang, has been on the money, right? He's getting crucial cancel, he's staggering the right backline targets. An attempt on the Lucas.
Ouch! Look at that damage. And that's why this hero is ridiculous sometimes, you know? Nana missed the fist break, and now he's gonna get jumped on. Still manages to cancel the Feathered Airstrike, but he's 1v3, so Amal will eventually finish him off.
What is the rest of the team doing as they see all of this happening? 3 members down. Oh,
Ivan, does he have the Tsunami Slam? He's gonna delay it, wait for it. Purify comes out from Roundel eventually, and he will ult away.
Oh, good save from Nova. That taunt really stopped MelQT from continuing that Rhapsody that I feel like would have killed off Roundel. But it did force the Crimson Beacon out. Turtle online in 5 seconds. So Monster Vicious are going to be missing some crucial resources.
Speaking of resources, Turtle is up. They're getting some good damage on Ivan so far. Wait,
Feathered Airstrike, they got Uni. Val trying to get the crush. But the Red Tree gonna be used in return. Izanami almost dies to Zeno, but he's able to fly away. AOG comes in, knocks up Val. Amal secures the turtle. Now Homeboy's looking for a title strike, knocks up 2, Revitalize. Popped off by Novak's Kobar. Can he survive? Looks like the answer is yes. Homeboys can no longer continue.
Red team turret has been destroyed.
they slowly start pressing for the space. No mid-structure. Oh!
2-man knockup. The Flicker title strike picks up Roundel with the Tsunami Slam. Homeboys gets the kill.
They're keeping it clean this time. Really clean execution from the side of the Homeboys. They're trying not to make as many mistakes as they did before to give Monster Vicious any sort of lead.
Yeah, Ivan having to pull yourself together so that Flicker cooldown is going to be lower than usual. 1.5 minutes, I think, at max stacks. And that's going to be MelQT getting the Malefic Raw, and his first 10 Skypiercer stacks, top tier 2, is going to be pushed in. And even though Uni shows up, it's really nothing much that MV can do. Right, so they'll try to trade bottom with that minion wave. They will take bot tier 1.
Tsunami gonna stop Zeno from rotating. Should be able to scout out Novak's Kobar as well. Amal is there. They already got the top tier 2. Vel trying to delay Uni's advance to let MelQT get out. AOG going to miss as well, but so much damage from the flash combo. Tsunami Slam gonna pull Uni back into MelQT. He gets the killing spree. And now Homeboys is committing to this. Novak's Kobar dropping low. Revitalize, keeping him topped up. And now the Flicker backwards. Ruff picks him up and gets the shutdown. Izanami also gonna be melted away with the double kill. Amal will have to make a disgraced retreat.
Oh man, MelQT really wish he has a bit more of the Skypiercer stacks. All of them were within execution range. But now Amal having the Sea Halberd going to help with dealing with Monster Vicious. Still, despite all of that, we're still at a very relatively even game.
This even game might finally have its equal breaker at 6 minutes. Sorry, 6 seconds. Both sides looking for position. And now, a higher focus on Ruff to keep him alive as long as possible. As we look at the items, right? He's already got that concentrated energy. He's got Feather of Heaven. In the meantime, his counterpart has already completed 3 full items. MelQT's got it, what he needs to get involved in these fights. Same can be said about some of the supports. Ivan with the Antique, Duras, trying to protect himself. I'm not seeing enough MR, and neither am I seeing the abuse of Blade Armor.
Yeah. the goal advantage that Homeboy has essentially all lies with MelQT. He's going to be the crucial target to take down.
So far, Homeboys have been depending a lot on MelQT to hold out these late games, but he still does need the space created to actually get to that stage. Homeboys still have the slight goal lead, but it's a lot lower than what they had before thanks to a pretty solid team fight from Monster Vicious. Ivan looking for a roundel. Tidal Strike will commit to it. Amal enters as well. Feathered Airstrike sets up perfectly for the mega kill. Uni trying to target Izanami, but he is also melted down by the Rhapsody. Novak Tobar with the AOG is a little bit too late, and Xeno will be chased down. Amal not able to land the final hit, and MelQT will find a double kill.
Finally, the tempo breaker from Homeboys. A fantastic fight to isolate and pick off crucial members of Monster Vicious. Without Roundel, it's so hard for Monster Vicious to keep staying in the fight. Without all the Lantern Flare, Uni got control. He really couldn't move, I believe, by Ivan too. So Holy Defense gone a solo on the Lord by Amal.
Traction Pulse pulls Ivan back into the Stallion Beam. Fizz Crack also locks him down, but he's able to flicker away. And he survives everything.
So far, so good. The push was all right. They got at least a one Holy Defense, although it's on that mid turret. It's not the biggest deal. Athena Shield now purchased by Nova X Kobar to try to survive the initial burst coming in from Izanami's side. I'm expecting this last T2 to start collapsing down, but from that point onwards, with the Lord in hand, you're looking to start sieging. Fel finally getting that blade armor. Now, Ruff is going to have a slightly harder time.
Yeah, and we went from a 800 gold lead Homeboys to 5.8k, a 5,000 net worth advantage just off of one Lord.
How quickly gold swings in the current meta. Ivan gonna look for Uni, pulls him back with the Tsunami Slam, and Feathered Airstrike bursts down Roundel instantly. Unstoppable for Amal. Uni misses the Beast Bomb, not able to find MelQT, but he does shut down Amal in the meantime. Another Tidal Strike picks him up. Whoa, Uni! The double kill, and he's still going. The flash combo on 2. He sets up for the rest of Monster Vicious. He finally goes down, but Vel as well will be left in the lurch. 1v3. He's surviving a really long time with all of his random pursuits. He's still alive. He's still going. Ivan's still here. He's
getting healed up.
Better Airstrike. Vel! Homeboys! How are you doing this? They actually turned it around!
Ivan passive, dude, healing up Vel, topping him up, and just like that, one fell swoop, all the inhibitors fall in MV's face. Honestly, Ivan's flicker Tsunami Slam was not to kill Uni, it's to isolate him from the fight. He still makes it back in, gets a almost full wipeout on the Homeboys, but the moment he went down thanks to Izanami, it was all Ivan and Vel.
That was wild.
This is crazy.
Both teams really pushing their mechanics to the very edge. 3.4k, all 3 missing inhibitors. That could have been so good for Monster Vicious. They could have sacrificed minimum 1 of those inhibitors, if not saved it entirely if the first engagement when they made contact was cleaner. Overall, Homeboys, they really pulled it out of that one. They were looking like the losing end there.
I mean, both of them pulled some magic from the hat.
Woof.
And you can see MelQT, he stole his Legion Sword. He's like, I need my Winds of Nature.
Yup.
We've seen back and forth games, but I feel like that's the first time we've seen a truly back and forth fight. Because Homeboy started off so good, bursted Roundel instantly, thought they were gonna get Uni. He goes in, he picks off 2, survives all of it, eventually goes down. We think MV is gonna be able to do something now, and Vel says no.
And mind you, he doesn't even have a Thunder Belt. It's a full tank Phoveus, and he just got the Winter Crown.
Gonna be the thickest boy right now. Amal should be easily able to solo this by himself. But Nova X Kobar is taking a lot of punishment. Knowing that is good because MelQT...
Goes in for the Fizz Crack, finds MelQT, flickers away from the AOG. Feathered Airstrike the Beast Bomb! Uni finishes off the Ordinary Marksman, but Amal secures the Lord away, pops the Beast Form. Homeboys are looking to disengage. They're actually able to escape from it, and look at Amal.
Oh my god.
Is he gonna go for the split push? He actually goes for the mid lane.
Oh, he's gonna end the game.
Is buying time. He's surviving with Winter Crown. He'll eventually go down. Uni is able to get back to the base in time and stop him though.
That was close, Amal. He had 2 ways to work with. It did force Monster Vicious back, but with the death of MelQT and Amal, they get to hold the Lord back for one more time. But when the next Lord spawns, it might just be the evolved Lord. Homeboys gets that one, the game just straight up ends.
This is an insane game right now. I was not prepared for this.
Yo, I don't think anybody was prepared. We expected it to be an intense matchup, but this final game is pushing it to the wire. Still, the advantage is with Homebois, right? They have a majority of their structures alive compared to Monster Vicious, who have none. And this next Lord should be able to end the game as we are moving on to the 17th minute by the time it actually spawns.
Man, where do we even begin if you're Monster Vicious?
I think we're just kind of speechless right now.
Oh, you look at the damage, right? We're seeing that at least for MelQT as well as Izanami is going to be topping these charts. They're more than happy to do everything. And I think so far, this choice of rapid boots for Izanami has been put to good use.
Oh yes, really helps him to rotate, right? Like he's just using his ultimate off cooldown, clear up waves. As long as they maintain that wave in their favor, victory is almost guaranteed. When you have a Ling on your side, nonetheless.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of plays have been made, but a lot of outplays at the same time. They're really pushing each other. Xeno flickers, MelQT is able to flicker almost immediately after before getting hit by Nova Escobar's AOG. A lot of good moments, but a lot of things to remember in terms of order.
Going in on Roundel, forcing out the Susin ult, instant disengage. Ivan gets pulled back though. The Tsunami slam cancel, the fist crack! Xeno!
No, not again.
Xeno sets it up for Uni! They found the backline, it's a double kill for the Sacred Beast! Amal now gonna be seeing if he can get some kind of split push in. He's already lost 3 teammates and Monster Vicious is 5-man strong, but Xeno is ready to defend. What is happening?
What was that angle? I didn't think the hitbox was going to hit all 3 targets.
It's
that was like a
crazy.
hoop-for-all.
Like when the wall forms, it falls behind you and it traps everyone in the vicinity. It is. And Monster Vicious, they should be able to get this inhibitor. I'm not sure if they can end the game. Izanami, MelQT are coming back. Retribution used. They will brute force their way through, but at least the members of Homebois will be back in time for the next Lord.
This
could be one of the greatest comebacks we've seen, right? We've already seen a comeback by JP9ers without inhibitors. But MV doing it against Homebois?
I mean, I think the Homebois are honestly cutting it a little too thin here. At this point, you can't let another super play like that go through. You've already given it twice now. A third time, you're really asking for it.
Which is what we kind of established, right? There's very less good targets to grab. You grab Zeno, he kills the whole team. You grab Uni, same thing. What is Homebois' choice?
Gonna get pulled in, dodges the traction pulse with the flicker. Monster Vicious still looking pretty healthy. Amal is actually on the opposite side. I think he wants to find Ruff if possible once the fight starts, or go for a split push,
the top
maybe. Ivan gonna start things off. Tsunami Slam pulls away Xeno. AOG doesn't really hit anything. Amal comes from behind! Steals the Lord away!
Get out.
Revitalize comes in. Uni gonna keep kept alive. Gets the mega kill back on top of Val. Traction Pulse dodged again by MelQT. Only one player gets killed in all of that.
It's an item swap by, I believe, by Uni. He lost his immortality. Now he has a Winter Crown. Amal getting the Malefic Roar. MV holds on for another probably minute. But this Lord, it's not the evolved one. So at least MV don't have to worry about a supercharged Homebois roster running it down mid.
Yeah.
This game goes on.
Oh man, Uni decided to go for the Twilight Armor instead. They're looking for as many engagements as possible, but again, they have to focus wave by wave, right? They can't just simply run it down mid to try and crack open the base of the Homebois. With Izanami still around, they have plenty of wave clear.
Ivan gonna commit Tsunami Slam on Novak's Kobar. Feathered Airstrike going on Ruff. Izanami dodges Xeno! My goodness, Traction Pulse pulls him back though. Izanami in trouble. He doesn't have abilities. He picks up Ruff. He trades it for himself. And now the Tidal Strike picks up Xeno once again. Amal looking for it, but he doesn't have the energy. He doesn't have purple buff. Ivan gonna form the front, but it is still a 1-for-1.
Man, the pigeon of Izanami actually killed Ruff. Now Homebois is gonna start walking up. Ivan, he should have his Tsunami Slam soon.
They gotta hold these waves.
Monster Vicious doesn't have their gold laner. Homebois might be trying to force it in with this. Val doing a good amount of poke damage.
They've got to
fight! Tidal Strike knock up. Sacred Beast form comes out as well. Flash combo only lands on one. Fist Crack also only on Val, and he's still alive. Revitalized, popped up by Novak Kobar. Tempest plays the taunt. Amal able to dash away though. Still has immortality. Standing Monster Vicious. Haven't lost any extra bodies. They're still holding on. again!
Oh, they've chunked them out hard enough, and now they're like, man, this sucks. I'm out of here.
Man, whoever, MV better make it through play-ins. If they go lower bracket, they better make it through the lower semis. But this is a top 3 worthy performance so far. Rose Gold Media now swapped over for Rough. The conversion of the attack speed over to magic damage, it all is going to pay off. Gets an extra shield, some extra lifesteal. MV holds on 45 seconds until the next Lord.
What a crazy defense. What a crazy defense. Had anybody not been able, for an example, Uni, the way that he plays this, okay, jump in, push them as far back as possible, try to live, flash step out of there, and have to redo it again to make sure that he collapses upon 2 waves of minions. This is not an easy game to play.
But it is one of the best games we've had of the entire season. So, back and forth, we are seeing such incredible mechanics from every single one of these players. And there are no stakes on this game.
I'm not kidding when I say it. This was, I think, what a lot of people initially expected when SRGOG was play Homebois.
Yeah. Instead, here we are with Monster Vicious. They've got waves working on 2 sides, but it doesn't really matter. With no inhibitors, they will eventually fall in. They've got to rush this.
Yeah, Aima has to beeline there. There's no time to wait for the next wave too.
They know he's up top. Feather Air Strike. The zone doesn't really do much damage. They also have to send Xeno home just in case Amal goes for the split push. Ivan gonna see that there's no one hiding in that bush.
Uni though, he's looking for Izanami.
He's gonna chase him down with the flash step. Izanami, can he fly away? He takes so much damage, but he's not dead quite yet. Uni with another combo. He's unstoppable. And he winter crowns away, but Tsunami Slam pulls him back into Melcuti. Then he get the execute. No, Revitalize gonna heal him back up. Val is on top of Rough. Wind of Nature comes out. Amal diving into the wall. His blade. Backs over the wall, and now Val and Amal are stuck. But they finish off his immortality. Ivan's on top of him. Facing down Melcuti. Val is 1v1 against Uni. Val gets the shutdown. Ruff has been found! Melcuti finishes the Rondell! There's so many fights happening on the map right now! But only the tanks are left alive for Monster Vicious! And also they have immortality, they don't have the wave clear! They're just gonna try and hold on as much as possible to get 2-man Dark Wave knockup. Tsunami Slam gonna pull him back forward. The taunt of his crack comes out. Monster Vicious trying to hold on for as long as possible, but they simply cannot do so! Homebois have finally done it! They have wiped out Monster Vicious! The crystal is theirs for the taking! And what